Are you really a good English learner? Are you really serious about your learning? Do you really want to speak English fluently? And do you have honesty for your learning? My name is Shiv, and I am an unofficial English trainer who is coming with so many innovative and creative ideas to tell you how can you recognize yourself that are literally serious about your learning or not. What are the qualities of a good English learner? So watch this video till end, and those who are new to this channel, please do subscribe. So let's get started with this video. See guys, first and foremost thing that you have to understand, you have to have a very clear vision about your goal of learning English. What does it mean? You have to have a very powerful reason to learn this language. Because if you don't have powerful reason, you would be not serious about your learning. You have to make up your mind that this is what I have in my life in order to learn English. Because if I don't know the mission, how can I complete that mission? Isn't it? So first ask yourself why. What exactly I want to do with English? Why I'm learning? Do I have any academic reason or any professional reason? Depending on your perspective, you have to make your strategies and planning in order to master this language. Right? Now, second one is discipline towards learning. What does it mean? It simply means you have to be very much consistent towards your learning. You have to be regular, because if you're not regular, you are not going to learn this language. Your persistence is equally important for English as important water for fish. All right? Means if you have time, so you are practicing. If you don't have time, then you are not practicing. It's not going to work for you, honestly speaking. You have to be very much self-disciplined. You have to maintain that decorum of your learning, that once you have decided that I will study at that point of time, at this point of time, you have to have that. All right? Don't even focus about what exactly is happening around you. Rather, just focus about your consistency. So maintain a disciplined learning life. If I would wake up early in the morning at 4 o'clock and then I'll start reading, do it on a daily basis. Because the things which will you do on a daily basis will become your habit, and good habit will become a good learning style. All right. Now, third thing is your courageousness. A good English speaker is always bold, brave, and vivacious in nature. What does this mean? It means he's always ready to face all the challenges, all the hampers and hurdles which comes in front of his learning life. He is not even afraid of facing these kind of barriers and obstacles. He's always ready to become a soldier, a warrior, that no matter what kind of problem I'll get in my path, I'm ready to beat all those problems, right? So you have to have a courage of accepting your mistake, to digest criticism, to start observing people around you. You have to have that courage to accept your failure, because fail doesn't mean that you are permanent fail. It simply means first attempt in learning, right? Do you remember this point? Now, next point is a good English speaker is having self-belief system, a very strong trust system. He believes in himself. He doesn't believe on anyone else, what exactly others are saying, what exactly others are expecting. He believes on himself that yes, what kind of capabilities I do have, I am carrying all these qualities, I should possess it, and I should not listen to anyone else who is not even adding any value in my life, right? So if you believe on yourself, so you don't need to believe on any motivation or any other person. You should not become a parrot who is just repeating the things spoken by someone else. No, don't become blind. Don't accept the things blindly. Just take a deep research about those aspects and then go for it. Right? So you have to believe on yourself that no such power is going to teach you English except yourself. There is no magic, no wonder, no surprise, no motivation, nothing is there, no shortcut. If something is there, it's your strong trust system. Your soul saying something to do. Your self belief system is saying to you that yes, you can do it. So you should not listen to anyone else. Right? Now, next thing is that you have to inculcate a very positive mindset. You should not rely on any motivation because motivation is only for short period of time, but after that your optimistic nature will allow you to indulge yourself into learning this language. So believe on your positive mindset. Just try to surround yourself with those people who are having positivity in their life, who have that aura which could be benefited by all the learners, and you can also take benefit out of it. Right? For that you can go for meditation. Just try to do some meditation in the morning time to develop some positivity in your mind, to keep your mind quite calm, relaxed, and tranquil. Right? Now, next one is there are many people who are afraid of being judged by people. They feel I'm making mistake. People are going to make fun of me. They are going to laugh at me. So I can't learn this language. No, this is not a sign of good learner. If you want to consider yourself as a good English learner, you have to accept those criticism in a constructive way. Just turn into those toxicity or those poisons into the blessing, a blessing for you that you can use in order to ignite a fire inside you, which always keep reminding you that you have to do something big in your life. You have to learn this language anyhow at any cost. You should take all those humiliation and insult in a very constructive way, right? Make all those criticism as your power that you can use to beat every single challenge of learning this language. Now, next one is curiosity. What does it mean? You have to be very curious in terms of learning this language. New vocabs, new grammar rules, new idioms, new phrasal verb. What are the new trend is going on in terms of learning this language? What is intonation? Every time, every single second, just try to use your mind in order to learn something new. You have to upgrade yourself. If you want to see some advancement and modification in yourself, you have to upgrade yourself with updated information related to spoken English. All right? You have to use your innovative ideas. You have to have the creative mindset that can allow you to become the best version of yourself. You should become as keen as mustard in order to learn this language. The more you would be inquisitive and eager to grasp things, the sooner you can acquire this language in an effective and amazing way. All right? Now, the next thing you have to do is you have to keep patience in yourself. What does it mean? When I'm saying patience, you have to understand we should not be in hurry. We should not run like a rat race, right? Rather, we should take time. We should give complete time to ourselves to acquire this language. Okay, someone is in hurry and he is just trying to learn this language within 1 week, within 1 month. Let him do whatever he wants to do. You need to understand if you will learn slowly and slowly, you can remember things for a long time, right? You should not pick up the pace in your initial stage. First, just maintain a flow, just maintain a rhythm, just acquire that tonality which you are expecting from your side, and then after you can uh, catch the pace which you are expecting from your side. All right. Now, next quality is a good English learner has to develop our active LRWS quality. Now, what is active LRWS? Active LRWS simply means active listening. Whenever you are learning or listening something which is related to English, make sure you are all ears. You are very attentive and focused towards that particular stuff which you are listening. It could be podcast, it could be TED Talk, it could be audiobook, whether you are listening to a native speaker or any English speaker. Make sure your whole body, mentally, physically, should be there into that listening. Then only you can store that information in your conscious as well as subconscious mind, right? Now, active reading. When you're reading, don't read anything for the sake of formality. Now, when you're reading, try to understand the character. Try to store those content in your brain, in your mind. You can learn so many new vocabs. Just try to understand those pattern of grammar which has been used by those authors inside that book. Just try to understand the advanced English expression in this book, right? This reading, if you read aloud, it can help you out in order to improve your pronunciation. So be active during reading. Now, next one is active writing. Whenever you're writing, don't write for the sake of filling those pages of notebook. Now, when you're writing, be conscious that you're writing for the sake of improving your writing or improving your speaking. So whatever vocabularies you have learned so far, try to use it. Whatever grammar rules you have learned so far, try to implement those rules while writing. And that's how you can develop your accuracy. So last one is active speaking. Right now I'm talking to you guys. Though I can't see anyone in front of me because the only camera is here. But still, which I am considering myself that I'm the one who is getting a very golden opportunity to speak out in front of folks. There is a huge number of people, right? And there is a crowd in front of me. I have to represent myself in front of them. So I should be very much active, very much conscious about my speaking. I should be very careful about my each and every single word. So this is how we can consider our English learner has to be a very active speaker as well. Now, next one is if you are a very good English learner, you will always keep your diary and pen with yourself. So whenever you are learning something new, you will just jot it down. You will make notes out of it, right? Because we can't even trust on our human brains. We can train our brains to memorize the thing for a long time, but we can't actually remember things for long duration, depending on person to person, all right? But if we will make a habit of making notes, so whenever we feel that we need a revision, we have to reframe and retain those things at least. We can have a look towards our notes, and from there we can accumulate the information we want to imbibe in our day-to-day spoken English, right? And every single person has its own good qualities and disqualities. So whenever you'll talk to someone and you'll listen something new that could be informative for you, that you can use, try to make notes of it, right? Now, next one is don't believe on your relatives, your parents, your siblings, your friends. Now, just believe on yourself because you are the one who has to take charge of your learning. You have to take this responsibility of your learning. No one else is responsible for your learning. Even though you are making a mistake, that should be yours. If you are progressing, that should be yours. If you are getting failure, that should be yours. If you are getting success in terms of spoken English, that should be yours. No one else has any route to let him to interrupt in your life, in your learning life. So don't allow anyone else. I want you to make a roadmap for yourself, and I want you to just walk on the same path you have decided for yourself. You should not bother about anyone else. Just focus on your learning, right? The next one is you have to be evaluate yourself. It means you have to monitor your learning. you have to understand that if you are learning this language, so you should be very watchful towards your progress. If you are progressing, it should be good. If you're not progressing, it means there is something wrong in your learning strategies, and you have to change your planning. You have to change your learning schedule, and there should be some modification. There should be some alternates in terms of learning this language. All right. So you have to make a comparison between the performance you are giving right now and the performance you have had in your starting period. When you will make the comparison between these two performance, you can easily identify, are you progressing or not? Are you improving or not? If you are, so just appreciate yourself. If not, so just try to change your plan. Just try to change your learning schedule, learning tips and tricks, and every single things, because you have to challenge yourself for this language, right? Now, next one is practical learning. Don't rely on any teacher. Teacher can guide you, they can just direct you, they can give some guidance, right? They can show you the path, but at the end of the day, you are the one who has to walk on that path. So whatever they are suggesting to you guys, try to implement those things practically in your life. Implementation is equally as important theoretical knowledge, right? If you will not execute all those tips and tricks in your day-to-day learning life, you can't learn this language no matter how many degrees you have, no matter how much educated you are, how much qualified you are, how much experience you are, until unless the suggestion which you have been taking from teachers or from any proficient speaker, if you will not follow those things practically on your day-to-day spoken English, you can't learn this language, right? And you have to educate yourself. Honestly speaking, guys, English is just a language, not rocket science. Keep patience. Just make your learning fun. Engage yourself into story narration, role play, hypothetical situation explanation. You can go for mirror practice, and there are so many exercises that you can do in order to learn this language. Now, next one is you have to reach out the global level. It means try to install different online application where you can connect with different co-learners around the world, right? One good learner always try to upgrade his level. He always try to monitor his performance. Actually, he is improving or not. A good learner never ever engage himself into procrastination. Never. He is always serious about his learning. He never wastes his time in any useless stuff. Rather, he always try to engage himself into his learning. A good learner always give a sufficient time to himself in order to learn this language. He's always try to satisfy him with his effort, whatever he has made in order to learn this language. You know what? You have to fall in love with this language. A good learner always try to immerse himself into this language. He always consider English as his very good friend, right? So whenever you are trying to learn this language, you need to understand that you have to focus on your rate of speech, tonality, your rhythm, right? You should not speak too much fast. No, a good learner never does this kind of mistake. He never try to impress with the help of his fluency. Rather, he always try to express himself as easy as he can do. Right. Next one is a good learner always try to acquire things little by little. Right? He always try to follow the chunky formula. He break it down the things, and then after he start learning things in a systematic manner. He always try to create some value in his overall learning, which means whatever he has done since morning till night, the moment he would hit the sack, at least he should be satisfied with that. He has some add some value in his learning life. He has learned something new, which is literally impeccable and indispensable for him. Right. So guys, I'm done with my the qualities of a good learner. So I want you to write it down in the comment section when you are going to start your journey of learning this language. Moreover, if you have any demand means if you have any queries, question, any topic which you want me to come up with, please do let me know in the comment section. I'll try my best to accumulate content and having a deep research about that particular stuff, and I'll come up with that video as well. Okay, and those who haven't subscribed my channel, please do subscribe, because by subscribing my channel you will get notification on a regular basis, and you would able to learn so many new content which I am about to bring in my upcoming videos. Till that time, keep talking, keep practicing, keep improving, keep sharing, and keep shining. Wish you all the best for your English journey. And those who wants to connect with me, I have shared my contact details in every single video. I have pinned the comment. You can go there and check out my contact details. You can have a one-to-one conversation with me, and whatever queries you have, you can ask me personally with the help of my WhatsApp number. And I have one WhatsApp group as well where you can practice with so many other co-learners, right? So till the time, bye bye, take care.